So I got in a fight the other day, an argument per se, it wasn't a physical fight, with someone about the Ahmaud Arbery case. And it really changed everything for me, and I want to share that with you guys. First off, I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Martay, if you don't know me. Subscribe, and yeah, let's jump into it. So there's a lot going on right now with just, you know, the George Floyd murder and the Ahmaud Arbery killing and the Breonna Taylor incident, all of this stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I got caught up and I was arguing with someone, and I'm not proud about it at all. And I didn't even really expect it to happen. And I was arguing with them about the Ahmaud Arbery case, and I have like a lot on my mind. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm a black woman in America. I have black brothers, my parents are black. I know I'm lighter than, you know, your average black person, but yeah, I didn't grow up without being discriminated against. Like, I'm black, that's just what it is. It is what it is, you know, people can say what they want. So, and also my mom was a cop growing up for 32 years. So when things like this happen, like my mind is like swirling, like with so many thoughts, and like, yeah, there's just so much going on. And I had a friend, she's super awesome, and she was just like, Martay, like, people who have a platform and any kind of following, they have like a responsibility to speak up when things like this happen. And yeah, I get it, but I just want to be completely honest. And for those of you who might have been like, hey, why isn't Martay speaking up like when things like this happen so quickly? It's because my heart hurts, and like I don't know how to process when things like this always happen, because like I just have so many feelings and thoughts, and I don't want to misspeak, and I don't want to, you know, like lead someone astray by not speaking what the Lord is speaking. And so I just really take people who listen to all of what I have to say, I take that responsibility very serious, and it's like weighty to me. And so I wanted to come through though, because like I feel like the Lord really gave me a word. I was arguing with this person, and in front of a bunch of people, it was a lot. And I was revved up afterwards, and I know they were too, because they were messaging me. And I love the person. It's not an issue of love. It's really not an issue of love. I really love them. But I woke up the next day, and I feel like I was getting in the shower, and I was just like, Lord, I'm so sorry. I have not even asked you what you have to say in the midst of all this. Like, and I just kind of like humbled myself, because I have so many thoughts and all the stuff and whatever, you know, it really just doesn't matter. And the Lord spoke to me so clearly, and he used my first name, and he said, Gabriella, mourn with those who mourn. And it just like knocked me sober. You know what I mean? I have so many opinions about how things should have been done, and how they weren't done right, and like who's wrong, who's right, what this culture says, what that culture says. I had so many opinions the day before, and that just like deflated my bubble. And it's just like that scripture that says, pride puffs up, but love builds up. And in that moment, like my heart just broke. And then a week later, this was last week, the whole George Floyd thing happened, and I was just a little bit shook, man. I'm kind of one of those people, you know, I'm trying to process as I speak to you guys, because all this is happening so quickly. I'm one of those people that when something happens, I need a couple days to process, like, and sometimes I just like bury it deeply, and I'm learning not to do that. Like, I'm a lot older now. I'm not like, you know, a teenager anymore. I'm like, Martay, we gotta move forward here, and you have to like deal with your emotions, you know what I mean? But growing up, I just dealt with so many emotions. I was like in a crazy family. I love them, but like there was a lot going on at all times, and there's still some things that go on, and it was just better to live life numb for me. Like, I just didn't know like if I could really carry the weight of the world. And Jesus does not ask us to do that. He says like, give me your burdens. Like, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. And so he says, trade with me. And I'm constantly right now just, you know, as the Lord is speaking to me, mourn with those who mourn. I'm learning, okay, God, I really have to look to you and trade burdens during this time. And I don't understand everything. And I want to encourage you guys. That's why I'm even making this video, right? Like, there's a lot going on. And some of you, you know, you might just be in sheer pain. And that's so real. Like, I get it. And you might be frustrated. You might be feeling like, I just want to like hurt someone, or like I'm done with living, or like just feelings like that. I get it. I get it. I really do. All these different things, and then the enemy loves to ride on these waves when we don't submit them to the Lord and like speak things to us that are like even more horrendous than our own thoughts. And some of you might be like, I don't even understand really, because I am not black. I don't understand, like, how is this even happening? Like, I didn't even know this stuff is happening. Like, what's going on? And I'm not here to call you out and be like, oh, you're racist because you're even saying that. Like, forget all that. Right now is a huge opportunity. There's a lot of people hurting, and God is saying, mourn with those who mourn. And I want to encourage you, the word mourn, if you're anything like me, I need to dig deeper. Like, what does mourn even mean? The word mourn means to just sit there and be with the person who is in deep sorrow and like attempt to like let it become your sorrow. And so if you don't know what's going on and you're really just like unsure as to how to act, like, and you have a black friend who might be like, you might not know where they're at, maybe you could just call them and say like, hey, I just want to let you know I see you, I love you, and I don't know what's happening. You can just be honest. Like, if they're your friend, they'll love you and they'll understand. And I was walking into into work the other day, and this lady, she stopped me, Latina lady, amazing. I don't even know her, and I was wearing a hat and everything. She looked at me, I just looked like a bum, and she looked at me and she said, hey, I just want to say sorry for what you and your people are going through. And it just I felt loved. Like, you know what I mean? When like the rest of the world, you know, you see people like George Floyd die in the middle of the street, and you feel like nobody cares, Lord, about my people. And this lady is like, I see you, I pray for you, and I don't even know you. That's mourning with those who mourn, and I'm just so grateful. And yeah, not every black person's gonna react the same way, and maybe someone will get offended, but at least she tried, you know what I mean? And that meant the world to me. I don't even know her. I never know if I'm gonna speak to her again. So this is a super vulnerable video, and I'm crying like, you know, a little crybaby that I am, but whatever, man. Like, just want to encourage you guys. If you don't understand it, mourn. If you understand it, mourn. If someone's in pain, be there with them. Romans 12:15. Rejoice with those who rejoice, mourn with those who mourn. And Jesus also says that those who mourn will be comforted. Blessed are those who mourn, because they will be comforted, in Matthew. And so I just want to encourage you guys, man. There's so much happening, and there's a lot of pain, and I get it. And I feel like I'm only feeling like 0.005% of pain that a lot of people are feeling, you know? And I just want to encourage you, don't sit back and just play the role of like, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. Jump in. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to mourn with those who are mourning. Mourn with us, you know what I mean? And there will be moments when we must mourn with you. But if we're really going to be a body, and we're really going to say, I love Jesus, and I am a disciple, and I'm a part of this kingdom, and I love God, and we're going to sing songs like Yeshua and stuff like that, and like really walk this thing out, we don't need to be perfect. I'm not saying that, but we do need to come together and love each other. Even if you're not Christian and you're watching this per se, it's still a beautiful thing when you mourn with others. So that's it. I love you guys. Bless you. I'm not trying to provoke a response. I just wanted to release that because I felt like I have a responsibility to. Yeah, I love you guys. I don't have much more to say. That's it. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe. Bye.